Hollie, congratulations on your latest appointments. Tell us about what you have in store this summer and for the rest of the year.
Yeah, thanks very much. So we just got the summer internationals appointments out, and so I referee 3 fixtures across that competition. First Canada, Romania, South Africa, Portugal, and then Japan, USA. So can't wait to get out to Ottawa and start that journey.
South Africa, Portugal will be an incredible occasion. What do you think it will be like to referee a match involving the world champions?
I just think it'll be amazing. Like, South Africa in bloom will be something that I think you always look to, that they just seem like such great occasions. And we saw Portugal during the World Cup. They were fantastic. So I think it'll be a really energetic game at altitude. So that's a challenge in itself. But I think the occasion will be fantastic.
When you find out that you're refereeing a game of that magnitude, do you take time to reflect on how far you've come?
Yeah, you do. Sometimes when you get these appointments, you are a little taken aback. So it's good to always reflect on where you started to where you are now. But I very much see this as part of the journey to getting to the World Cup in 27. So a good stepping stone.
How does your preparation change going into a game like that, or does it change? Do you need to keep it consistent?
No, my prep probably stays pretty consistent. I think previously I probably looked a lot to maybe what the teams would do, but now I very much try and focus on myself and what processes I can control, just to make sure that my headspace is in the best place it possibly can be.
You've refereed a lot of men's rugby and women's rugby now. How much do those experiences help going into something like this?
Oh, massively. With reffing, the only time that we really get to practice is when we're doing those 80 minutes in the middle. So for refs, the more games that we can do, the more games we can get under our belt, the higher pressure, the bigger crowds, the bigger stadiums, the more that you learn both about refereeing and about yourself. So it's just a great opportunity.
Every time something's announced about you, you seem to be making history. And this year you made history by becoming the first woman to be involved in the men's Six Nations, England against Wales. What was that experience like?
It was fantastic. People had always said kind of what that game was like and the rivalry between England and Wales. And to kind of walk out to a packed out Twickenham it's just something that's going to probably live with me forever. Once the game starts, like everyone says, it is just a game of rugby, but it's the build up, it's the getting to the stadium, it's the walking out, it's the anthems, was just unbelievable, really.
What are your targets for the rest of the year?
I need to nail my next couple of performances in the URC. That really needs to become my sort of like bread and butter. Do good performances in there, and then, hopefully throughout next season as well, get into Champions Cup hopefully, and then into knockout fixtures in URC.
Your focus has kind of changed in terms of, you did a lot of 7s before, now it's 15s. What's that transition been like?
Yeah, I learnt so much from the 7s, both about me individually, how to kind of be as part of a group as well, a refereeing group, and dealing with those high pressure situations. 7s, everything happens so fast and you have to react really well, and then before you know it, you're on to the next fixture. So you need to be able to learn from your game quickly and then go out and do the next fixture potentially within the next hour. So I loved it. I learned so much, and being able to do the finals on the 7s, obviously World Cup final and Commonwealth Games final, that's really set me up to be able to deal with those pressure situations and know how to deal with stuff if maybe it doesn't go the way that I want to, or how I learn from certain incidents in the game per se.
Along with yourself, there's a number of Scottish referees that are now refereeing at the top level. What's that like, and does that sort of improve your preparation, the fact that there's like a core group of you that are experiencing similar things?
Absolutely. Like, reffing can be very individual, and at times, like I can say, it can be a bit lonely. But what's fantastic now is Mikey's really set the path for us going forward here in Scotland, and now he's involved obviously in summer in a TMO capacity and assistant referee, and he'll be on touch for me in the South Africa Portugal game. And then that allows us also to grow through. So Sam Grove-White, Chelsea Gillespie in the Women's Six Nations, and Andrew McMenemy as well. So we're all coming through, we all try and learn from one another. And it's much easier to learn from other people's experiences instead of always having to have those scars yourself. So it's great to be part of this group now, and hopefully we can kick on further.
As a woman doing so much in the men's game, you've become such a trailblazer. How do you sort of take that on board? Do you enjoy that, the fact that you're kind of inspiring the next generation?
I'd like to think that more young boys and girls see it as it's just normal in rugby now that there's female officials, and I'd love for more females to get opportunities in the sort of male space. I still like to see myself though as just an official. I think when you get to a certain point, we want to always be there on merit. We don't want to be tick box exercises. So to be able to get these opportunities, it highlights that we're able to go out there, we're able to do a job, and then we can slink away into the background after the 80 minutes.